Alrighty, I have some work from home jobs I'm not seeing all over the place. That's really good for you. That means less competition. So I have an overnight shift work from home job scheduling patient appointments and verifying information. I have a couple really good opportunities with the Mayo Clinic and an easy, no experience needed remote job. So enough Philly farting, let's get right into them. So the first job I want to talk about is the overnight shift opportunity. Actually, you can do this job evenings, overnights, as well as weekend hours. So Adapt Health has an opening for an after-hours patient service representative. Now, in full disclosure, this job is close to 2 weeks old, but it's still on the company's careers page, so that tells me this job is still available. So they're looking for someone who's available to work evenings, overnights, and weekend hours. You'll serve as a point of contact for patients seeking assistance outside of normal business hours, handling inquiries, scheduling appointments, and providing support for patient needs. So you'll do some patient communication and support, answering incoming calls and emails from patients during after-hour periods, responding promptly and accurately. You'll also do some administrative duties, such as scheduling and rescheduling patient appointments and services for upcoming business days, and verifying patient insurance information. You also do some emergency protocol management, following established procedures for emergency situations, equipment needs, and critical care support, and you'll do some system and technology management. So for this job, you need advanced knowledge of medical terminology and DME equipment classifications. You have knowledge of DME billing codes and insurance authorization processes, and you also have a strong understanding of oxygen services, DME, and insurance processes, including prior authorizations and coverage guidelines. You're familiar with ACT, vent, negative pressure wound therapy, and a full range of DME products, and you have all your typical soft skills you need for just about every job. They also want you to have a high school diploma or equivalent. An associate's degree in healthcare administration, business administration, or a related field is preferred. It's just preferred. It's not required. They want you to have 1 to 2 years customer service experience. Healthcare setting is preferred, or call center experience, and you have at least 3 years DME healthcare experience. And they prefer but don't require. They prefer you have previous experience in healthcare, insurance, medical billing, or patient services. And when it comes to the salary, they're not sharing that anywhere on the job description. Perhaps on the application they might list the salary, but I'm not able to access the application. But based on my experience looking at similar roles, I have a feeling this job could pay anywhere from about $16 to $18, maybe up to $20 an hour, but I can't guarantee that salary. You'll have to work it out with them. The Mayo Clinic has a couple remote opportunities. The first one I'm sharing is for a financial clearance call center rep. This job is full-time. It is remote anywhere within the United States. In fact, as we scroll down a little bit, they do tell us this position is 100% remote work. Individual may live anywhere in the U.S. However, you do need to get your application in by April 23rd, 2026. That's just a couple of days away. So if you like this one, make sure to get your application in ASAP. So in this job, you'll be responsible for handling exception-based pre-registration and registration activities for hospital inpatient admissions, outpatient ED, and clinical visits. You may handle and resolve missing registration items via work queues, in-basket messaging, and phone calls. In addition, this position may handle and resolve authorization from recovery activities and coverage and guarantor-related issues for hospital inpatient, outpatient clinic, and emergency departments. You'll receive call transfers from appointment schedulers and assist patients with financial questions related to appointments, including but not limited to charge estimates, pre-service payments, including co-pays, co-insurance, and pre-service deposit amounts, as well as insurance and coverage information. And they have more details. If interested, read through the details. So what they're looking for is someone who has a high school diploma or a GED and about 2 years relevant experience or a bachelor's degree. And as far as the salary, scrolling down the job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $21.91 up to $34.27 per hour. And your schedule will be Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, which translates to 9 to 5:30 p.m. Central Time or 10 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Mayo Clinic has another work-from-home opportunity you might like. This one is for a pre-certification and authorization rep. This job is full-time. It is remote anywhere within the United States. Down here on the job description, they tell us this position is 100% remote work anywhere in the U.S. And this one, too, you need to get your application in by April 23rd, 2026. In this job, you'll be responsible for resolving referral, pre-certification, and/or prior authorization to support insurance-specific plan requirements for all commercial, government, and other payers across hospital, ED, and clinic and ambulatory environments. In addition, this position may also be responsible for pre-appointment insurance review and denials recovery functions within the patient access department. This may include processing of pre-certification and prior authorization for workers' compensation and third-party liability, managed care and HMO accounts, and you might also work assigned registration denials for government and non-government accounts. You need a high school diploma or a GED and about 2 years relevant experience or a bachelor's degree. You have general knowledge of healthcare terminology and CPT ICD-10 codes, as well as basic knowledge of and experience in insurance verification and claim adjudication. And that part is just preferred. That's not required. They also prefer but don't require you have knowledge of denial codes, knowledge of and experience using an Epic RC EMR system, as well as Healthcare Financial Management Association certification are also just preferred, not required. And scrolling on down here a little bit, they tell us you work Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I'm willing to bet that'll be Central Time Zone hours because Mayo Clinic is based in the Central Time Zone. And popping up a little bit, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $21.91 up to $34.27 per hour. So our last work from home job is with the company Rent the Runway. They have an opening for a customer experience retention agent. This job is full-time, it is remote, but they're only hiring in a handful of states. And those states are Massachusetts, Colorado, Oregon, Texas, Illinois, Arizona, Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, and Kansas. So this is your typical customer service kind of position where you'll deliver exceptional and personalized service and develop lasting relationships with customers. You'll serve as a brand ambassador while maintaining knowledge of all Rent the Runway products, including fit, styles, and inventory. And they're not asking for any experience in this position. All they want are your basic soft skills. And when it comes to the salary, they tell us they'll pay you $16 per hour. So that's all I have for you in this video. Hopefully one of these work from home jobs works out for you. And remember, one of them is an overnight shift opportunity. And if you're looking for a part-time or another overnight option, you can check out this video right here. So thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.